Guys, let's talk about affirmations because that's a part of our challenge. So by the way, ask me about my bod. I'm just being silly. Okay, so here's the deal. Why do we do affirmations? What is an affirmation anyway? It's you affirming a quality of yourself that you would like to manifest. And why do we do that? Well, in our minds are just swirling with negativity. It's a part of the natural psychology of our brain. They break it down into the ego, right? And so our ego is that negative voices in your back of your head that always talking about how you're never good enough, never smart enough, blah, blah, blah. We all have them. So in order to shift our level of thinking, it's important to affirm what's positive about us, because for many people who connect to their thoughts, they can start to believe their thoughts. And the reality of it is they're just negative BS voices in your head. So in order to not listen to those, we affirm the positive things about ourselves and we remind ourselves on a regular basis. So how affirmations work are you use an I am statement. So I am blank. Anything you follow, anything you put after the words I am, it's very powerful. Have you ever noticed when you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm so tired. And the more you say I'm tired, the more tired you feel. Or, if you say I'm feeling better or I'm feeling sick. I mean, those things start to affect your day if you say it enough times. So what we're wanting to do is affirm the best version of ourselves, affirm what we want to accomplish this week. So I'm challenging you to do 2 versions of affirmations, and if you only choose to do one, that's your own choice, right? This is your process. But at a leadership workshop I was just at Summit with Brendan Burchard, he encouraged us to come up with 3 adjectives that described us when we were showing up as our best self. So 3 adjectives, 3 describing words that show where you're showing up as your best self. So I encourage you to first write your 3 words and maybe action items of how you can achieve that. I'm going to give you mine in just a second so you can get an example to see what I'm talking about, okay? And then write down some goals, all right? Some I am statements based on your fitness, your nutrition, your mental, emotional, or spiritual state, your relationships, and your work or organization or productivity or anything that includes. So I have all this outlined in the text so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So that would be 3 adjectives and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have this written down, sorry, 5 goals. Now that may seem like a lot, so that's would be 8 sentences, right? That you have written, whether it be in your journal, whether it be on a big whiteboard like I'm going to show you that I've done. And then what you do, here's the secret sauce. You read those every morning. You're going to read those every morning as a part of your practice, but it's not just reading them, okay? I want you to pause and I want you to feel like what that would feel like in your body if it really manifested. So say for example, one of my words is enthusiastic, okay? So I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna read my statement, I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna feel just for 1 minute, what does it feel like in my body when I'm enthusiastic, right? I can already feel my energy changing because I'm thinking about how it feels in the body. So why do you do that? Why do you take a moment to contemplate and really put yourself in that state to see how it would feel? Well, because we're physical beings and a thought is just like circuitry in the brain. But an emotion is the body's physical response to a thought. You have a thought, and if you have an emotion about it, it makes it stronger. So you pause, you read your affirmation, you pause and you close your eyes and you really actually think about how would that feel in the body if I was enthusiastic, or if I did work out 5 days a week, or maybe you visualize yourself, you're visualizing yourself getting up and doing your workout. And guys, the visualization only needs to take 5 seconds, okay? It's just you pausing, thinking about that in your mind, seeing yourself doing it, and it's done. You move on to the next thing. This thing every morning, visualization, so your affirmations and visualization should only take like 5 minutes. And if you're finding that it's taking you longer, well, maybe you take a little less time to do one of the other activities. But tomorrow morning I'll outline for you, or tomorrow I'll outline for you all of the activities that we're doing within this group and how much time maybe you should give each one. But let me actually give you some examples. So if you're curious, what are these I am statements? What are these affirmations? How do I do it? I'm going to share with you what I've done, okay? So we're standing in my yoga room where I'm going to be doing my daily morning practice. My affirmations are on a big whiteboard behind me, and I know it looks really big, but I have a lot to say. So you can either write these in your journal, or you can put them in a place where you can see them on a daily basis. I like to have mine where I can see it because my personality is out of sight, out of mind. And if I see it right here, I will take the time to pause and read it every day. So let me just share with you some examples. And again, yours aren't mine, but just so you can see, I'm going to read mine to you. So say, for example, my first one is, I am present in my body by staying connected to my breath to show up for life. So my word, my adjective was present, okay? So I put it in a sentence. I am present in my body by staying connected to my breath to show up for life. My other word is enthusiastic. So I say, I'm enthusiastic in my work and interactions, making both of us feel alive and positive. My other word is kind. So my 3 words are present, enthusiastic, and kind when I'm showing up as my best self. So I say, I am kind to myself and others to help reduce internal and external pain. So do you see, like I'm giving a statement, but I'm also kind of expressing why I'm doing that, like my intention behind my words, my adjectives. Okay, so here are my goals, intentions. So the first one is my physical, my exercise. I am practicing yoga daily and elevating my heart rate 3 times a week with non-impact exercises to continue my healing process of my ankle. I've been dealing with an ankle injury, so I'm giving myself a couple more weeks to deal with that. Nutrition. I am fueling my body with clean foods that energize my body and being mindful of my portions. So it's just me closing my eyes, paying attention, like thinking of myself, eating great foods and how it feels, right? Emotional mental state. I am meditating and praying daily to reestablish my relationship with myself and my creator. See, and then, relationships. I am taking a minimum of 15 minutes a day to play with my kids, and I'm initiating sex with Jacob at least 3 times a week. My husband likes it when I initiate, so that would be good, all good for my relationships. And I'm a great leader to the butterfly effect and instructor for my students. I keep my promises and get more organized daily. I'm attracting the right people because of who I am. Those are my I am statements. So I'm going to spend more time going deep into my body on the adjectives, right? Because those are really feelings that I'm wanting to cultivate. The other, I'm going to literally go into my mind and I'm going to visualize myself doing them. So I'm going to see myself doing yoga daily and moving my body daily. And I'm going to see myself using my portion control containers. And I'm going to see myself in my brain meditating and so on in order to build upon those activities. So I hope this helps you. Do me a favor for your own accountability in the comments below. Post your affirmations for this challenge so we know what you're affirming. I would love to see your goals, affirmations, so I am statements, and then potentially also your 3 words that you're affirming and your the way that you're going to manifest those. So have a great day. Let's see those affirmations.